Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica. We're going to do a continuation of my Animal Spirit, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Tonight we're doing fire, as you can see, with all the fiery stuff I have. Alright, here's the guidebook. My son got a hold of it somehow. He's fiery himself. He has Sagittarius in his moon, for his moon, just like me. He didn't actually draw like in the guidebook. Well, he did like on certain things, but not too much, and mostly just right here. This is what he did. Anybody who has kids, y'all get it. I don't even gotta say anything. Y'all understand. All right, so let's get it going. If you watched my water video, then you'll know that these are my interpretations of the card. Sometimes they do line up with what is in the guidebook, what the creator has, but she encourages you to come up with your own meanings based on how you feel about the animal, okay, and your knowledge of the animal. So go ahead and get going. The first card we have for fire is Fire Ant. I thought this card was so interesting when I saw it because I have a couple animal spirit decks, and I've never seen the ant, fire ant. Like this deck has a lot of bugs in it, which you'll see in air when we get to air. But the fire ant energy, essentially, when I look at this, I think of like a swarm. Okay, just because of this, it's like pulsating almost, I feel like aggression when I look at this card, okay? I also see like gang mentality, all right? Like maybe mindlessly following orders. It's just something about how the color scope of it, how like it's black and white until you get right here where like the rage, where the energy is at. It's like this mindless, like just going to it, it's like aggression, mindlessly thinking. It's a lot of energy impacted in whatever you're going at, okay? But yeah, I could get that for like people ganging up on people, anything like that, all right? Next we have the hyena. This is a really nice card. For this, I feel like with hyenas, like, I don't know, they're always like, from what I've seen, like they're trickster animals, and I definitely get that. Like the way he's smiling is like he knows something you don't know. Of course, depending on the reading that you're doing, it could be a negative or a positive, but it definitely represents like the shadow side. And since this is a fiery and it's in the physical and it's actually like action, it probably represents doing sneaky things, sneaky behavior. Okay, hyenas to me are also kind of scavenger animals, basically feeding off whatever they can. So to me, it's like I'll do whatever I can to get what I need type of energy, all right? It can also mean like playful, trickster, pulling pranks, things like that, okay? Next we have the Scorpion. Beautiful card. To me, this card is like one of like an offstandish nature, Like, I don't know how I feel about the Scorpion energy, except for I know that it just feels like intense, Like, and this is obviously wanting us to focus on the stinger, so ready to strike. I feel like apprehensive, on guard, kind of Nine of Wands-ish energy going on with this, being on guard, feeling like you are ready to attack if anybody comes at you. It looks like an attack mode, it just really does. It looks like an aggressive type of card, all right? In a positive, this could also be ready to attack whatever you're trying to get done and accomplish, of course. A lot of cards, with any deck, it just depends on the reading that you're doing. Next, we have the Lizard. I love the energies of lizards. Like when I sit on the porch and I watch the lizards go about, they're just, I don't know. They're truly magnificent little creatures to me. And I think the lizard is high energy, okay? Getting what you need to get in order, doing what you need to do, going about your daily life, okay? Dedication on your job type of thing. It's also like there can be like a jumpiness to it. Like I feel like I don't know. I've spent a lot of time watching lizards on my porch, guys. Okay, so I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about lizards, and I just noticed that they freeze when they see you. You know, like they see you before you see them. So it's very observant too. I get a very observant energy off of that card. Next we have the Panther. These fire cards are kind of aggressive, right? It doesn't always have to be about like negative things either. Like the aggression can just be like passion for like, just like, you know, I want to attack my life. I want to attack my career. I want to attack my dreams. I want to attack my man, you know, whatever. But the Panther is definitely like ready to attack. I would say with this card, the energy is definitely like, I'll go off on you. I'll go off on you. And it's very defensive. It's very protective. Okay? It's like a card that probably will come out if you've been pushed to this. Like if you've been pushed to going off, then you're probably going to pull the Panther, because this Panther at least looks ready. Ready. Okay? But I love that card. Tarantula. I love this card. I really do not like spiders. I do not like spiders. Spiders scare me. But I love this card. To me, this card is about assessing things. Okay? It's like when you have a choice to make and you're just assessing. I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like tarantulas watch us. Okay? We don't really see tarantulas or spiders and things of that nature until we actually walk upon it. All right? So I feel like it's like a quiet assessment. I don't know, I just get that with this I get that. I also feel like it's like when something's bugging you, it could literally mean that. Like when something's bugging you, your intuition is bugging you, something's bugging you, you might need to look around, assess it, which is probably what I was trying to spit out before. Look around, assess it, all right, and make a choice. It's really hard for me to describe this card, honestly, but I just do feel like it's like something that you might be scared of, that you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with. All right? I feel like that with this card. I pulled this card in readings before, and it's always been that feeling with the reading of like something's been brought to your attention that you don't really want to deal with, but you have to deal with. Very much so, like if a tarantula was to walk in here right now, that's something that I don't want to deal with, but now I have to deal with it, and it scares me, but I have to do it, you know? I hope that made sense. It was hard to spit out because some of these cards are tricky for me too, you know? Some of them come like that, like clockwork, and other ones that, I gotta feel that energy. I have to think about it. Like I would suggest, like I, try to do myself, is like if there's cards like this where you're kind of stuck, you have an idea, but you want to go deeper with the meaning, research the animal itself, to get a broader knowledge of like how that animal behaves, how it interacts with others. I know that tarantulas are very like, they're not as like scattery, they're more still and focused. So that's why I feel that energy off of this. All right, moving on. The camel. I love this card. This energy to me is like a knowing. From everything I know about camels, they can travel hundreds of miles in the desert without water. They're very resourceful. They can find water, okay? And there's just a sure knowingness that they're going to get where they need to go. Okay, I get hardworking, earnest, all right? And then we can never ignore when we see the moon. Okay, we can never ignore that because the moon is always a symbol of following your intuition. And I feel like with this card, it's like knowing that you have what it takes. It's a very dedicated, like I get, this for me is like dedication. I get King of Wands energy off of this card because the King of Wands is dedicated, hardworking, resourceful, okay? Would probably make it through the desert hundreds of miles and then find the water. Like, you know, that's just the King of Wands energy, like just getting it done, making it happen. I feel like that with the camel, but I feel like it's like following your intuition, knowing that you have what it takes, believing in yourself, okay? People with the camel energy are probably really hard workers. All right, Gazelle. To me, when I see this card, it's like something has gotten your attention. You're alert. All right? And I feel like it's sudden. So it would probably come up in readings for like when everything was peaceful and then out of nowhere something happened. Kind of like a mini tower type of moment, but not really that drastic. Just like something that suddenly catches your attention. I feel like the Gazelle is definitely in high alert mode here, you know? And I've seen on, because I love watching animal shows, nature shows, Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, like all that. I love watching that. So I've seen plenty of gazelles jumping around in fields to know that they are fast, very alert, can outrun anything. And that's probably what this card is trying to tell you, that you're alert, be on guard, because you might have to outrun something, but you can. The gazelle can definitely outrun what comes. And if necessary, if not able to outrun, might be able to do some damage with them horns. I don't know. All right, next we have the cheetah. I like this card, okay? This card is like high impact energy, charging, going after what you want. I get chariot vibes, okay? I know that chariot is typically, I believe, a water sign. I think it's Cancer, right? But still, I don't know. I get chariot vibes with this because it's like this cheetah is obviously running. This right here just makes me think of like very whirlwind fast, okay? And that stance right there, those legs, that's running. That's like, you know, running after something. Probably gonna get it too, because cheetahs are extremely fast. So this card could probably pop up for you if you need to go after something and you need to go after it quick. All right? I mean, Knight of Wands energy, not with the chariot, but Knight of Wands energy too. But I just feel like it's more so with the chariot because I feel like that cheetah is going to get what it wants. Okay, Knight of Wands is definitely going after what it wants, but it's not as certain as the chariot is, right? Okay. Tiger. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's something so magical and sensual and deep about this card in particular that it just makes me feel like this is definitely spiritual. I also feel like this card could definitely be like of the sensual, sexual nature because like I said, this card is very sexy. All right. The moon. There it is. Remember, we always pay attention to the moon. So it's involving your intuition, possibly knowing that something's right for you. Just passion. All right. I feel like this card would come out when you feel extremely passionate about something. Like the tiger to me in this card doesn't even really look angry like in an attack. It's more like a, I want you. I don't know why I feel that way about a tiger, right? Ew. But it's just the way the tiger's looking. It's like whatever it wants, it's like deeply, intensely into that shit. And I love tigers, okay? Next, I don't know. I mean, you guys are probably like, I don't know why I'm watching this from her because this is not really typical. All right. Next, I have the Cobra. There's something hypnotic about this, right? Something hypnotic about it. I feel like something's got you mesmerized, right? If you get this, okay? There's also, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. It is kind of phallic, okay? So this could be something's got your attention in a good way, okay? Because I don't feel a lot of aggression coming off of this card either. I know some of these cards are the animals on these cards are a predator animals, but that doesn't always have to mean scary or like aggressive or mean. It really, I feel like, is depicted in how the animal is looking in the picture on the card. If they're baring their teeth, then it's probably an aggressive type of card, you know what I mean? Or if they're in an attack stance, it's probably aggressive. But this to me is like on alert. You know, got your attention. Doesn't mean that the Cobra is going to actually, like, you know, attack. But the Cobra is into something. And I feel like if you get this card, you're into something too. Something has got your attention, okay? In a good way, in a very passionate way, almost like mesmerized, all right? I feel like this card could also come up for when you just feel like you know something's up. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I do kind of get that feeling looking at it. Like the Cobra kind of, it looks like it does know something's up. The zebra or zebra. I love people with British accents or English accents and all that good stuff. I love how they say zebra. I just love it. And I'm not even saying that in like a condescending way. Like, I literally do love it. I would say zebra myself if it didn't make me sound weird and feel weird. But anyways, with this card, I get a soft, gentle, knowing type of thing. We can't also, like with me, with zebras, like, they're flashy. You know, lots of people want their, I hate to bring this up, but lots of people want their skin for like fashion and stuff like that. So when this card comes up, it could mean that you're like fashion forward, you're creative, artistic. With this triangle in the middle with the tie-dye, you know, right at your center, I just feel like you're a very creative person, okay? Or that you're in the process of creating when this card comes up. That just feels very creative to me, very fashion forward. All right, in the guidebook, it also says that this is also like an environmentalist type of card. So I just want to throw that out there because I don't see nothing wrong with that. The lion. I think that some of these cards really do speak for themselves. Other cards, it's kind of hard. You do kind of have to decipher the meaning a little bit, especially if you're not familiar with the animal. But certain cards like this, when this pops up, it's like everybody in the room definitely knows what this card stands for. He is majestic as fuck. Like, he really is, right? Like, he's majestic. He's proud. He has honor. He's strong. You know? And I love lions. Protective. On the watch. Just knows exactly what it has to do. I guess probably as well with the camel, with the King of Wands energy that I said, this is also too the king, a very King of Wands energy. But this to me too is an emperor type of energy because it's definitely a leader. Like, if you pull this card, you might be possibly getting promoted. You might be possibly a leader in your position or a leader in your family or having to take the lead in a situation, and you need to do it with honor and respect and dignity because you have all the power and strength inside to do it, you know? And male lions take care of the kids too, so this can also stand for a dad. Last card, guys, and it ended so soon. I love doing these videos. They're so relaxing. The elephant. I love elephants. Sadly, my favorite animal is not in this deck. My favorite animal is the giraffe, but it's all good because there's a couple favorite animals in here. the elephant, to me, this card is just like, I can't help but notice that it's running, okay? Because if you see it, it's running. It's carrying fire, okay? Aligned, obviously, or at least focused in its mind of where it's going. It's leading a path to me. It's leading a pathway. And I feel like when this card comes up, it's definitely the energy of, if you're unsure of a path is about to open up for you, okay? So damn wide that it feels like a damn elephant ran through, like, you know what I mean? Because, well, it's an elephant. But I just feel like it's passionate, okay? It's passionate and it's focused, all right? And it's going, it could also mean going towards it, passionate and focused, passionately and focused, I'm sorry. But if we notice here, one of the tusks is actually missing on the elephant, okay? So this is like coming out of a very stressful situation, creating a pathway for yourself, emerging from that, running, fleeing if you need to, getting out of a stressful situation or out of a situation that damaged you, okay, that you have scars from. All right, and not all scars are on the outside, guys. Sometimes you can be in situations that leave emotional scars for life. We all know that. So it's like, but this elephant has been damaged, been scarred, but it's created its way. It's got its passion, and it's very focused on where it's going. And I feel like that's the very exact same energy that you're gonna get when you pull for this card in readings. All right, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed that video. That was fire. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I have 3 left: earth, air, and ether. Okay. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. I hope everybody got some insights or some inspiration, or it was just at least entertaining for y'all. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.